There is a moment most people never talk about. It is not the big win. It is not the breakthrough. It is the quiet moment before any of that. When someone who had nothing, no money, no army, no power, decided to stop complaining about what they were up against and started thinking about how to outmaneuver it. That moment is where empires actually begin. And the strange thing is, almost nobody notices when it happens. Most people think success looks like a big dramatic move, a bold announcement, a massive leap. But the people who actually build something lasting, the ones who win long-term fights that look impossible from the outside, they almost never move that way. They move quietly, they move strategically, and by the time anyone notices what they have been doing, it is already too late to stop them. This is not a video about motivation. This is a video about a strategy, one that has been used for thousands of years, and one that almost nobody talks about, because on the surface it looks like nothing is happening at all. Here is where it starts. Think about a problem in your life right now. Maybe it is a goal you have been struggling to reach. Maybe it is a situation that feels too big to take on. Maybe you have tried before, gone straight at it, and failed. And now you are sitting here wondering if you are just not built for this. I want you to hold that feeling, because this is exactly where the strategy begins. A long time ago, a man with no army, no money, and no political power decided to take down the most powerful empire in his known world. Oh, and instead of charging straight at it, he did something most people would never think to do. He attacked the edges. Not the center, the edges. The small outer territories where the empire's grip was weakest. Where the guards were fewer, where the loyalty was thinner, where one small win could actually stick. He did not try to win everything at once. He tried to win something small, then something slightly bigger, then something a little bigger than that. And the whole time, the empire he was dismantling did not even realize it was being dismantled, because the hits were coming from places nobody thought to protect. That is the strategy. Attack the periphery first. And most people never do this because it feels too slow. It feels too small. We are wired to want the big swing, the dramatic move, the moment where everything changes overnight. But that is exactly why most people stay stuck. They keep going straight at the hardest part, getting knocked back, and calling it failure. When the real failure is the approach, not the person. Think about whatever you are trying to build right now. A business, a skill, a new version of yourself. Now ask yourself honestly, are you attacking the center? Are you trying to do the biggest, hardest thing first, without enough practice, without enough preparation, without having won even one small fight yet? Because if you are, that is not ambition. That is just a faster way to burn out. The shift is this. Find the edges of your goal. Find the version of it that is smaller, more manageable, less defended. Win that first. Let that build your confidence. Let that build your skill. Let that give you the information you need before you try anything bigger. This is not giving up on the big goal. This is the actual path to it. There is something else this strategy demands, and this one is harder for most people. It demands that you stop letting your emotions run your decisions. Because here is what happens when you charge at the center before you are ready. You fail. And when you fail, you get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, you either quit or you get reckless and charge again the same way. Neither one works. The person who wins does something different. They take that frustration, that anger, that sense of being humiliated by their own failure, and they convert it, not into rage, into resolve, into careful, cold, strategic thinking about what went wrong and what to change. There is a difference between being motivated and being strategic. Motivation is emotional, it comes and goes. Strategy is structural, it stays. And when you can take a setback and turn it into a cleaner, sharper plan instead of a spiral, that is when you become genuinely hard to stop. Now here is the third piece that almost nobody does. While you are winning small fights at the edges, while you are keeping your emotions out of your decisions, you need to be building quietly. Not announcing, not performing, building. This means the skill you are developing, the knowledge you are gathering, the small wins that nobody is seeing yet. the relationships that will matter later, the habits that are compounding in the background. None of this looks impressive from the outside. That is the point. Most people do the opposite. They announce early. They tell everyone about the plan before the plan has any evidence behind it. And then, when it gets hard, which it always does, they have an audience watching them struggle, and that pressure becomes its own reason to quit. Silence in the building phase is not insecurity, it is protection, it is strategy. The last piece is this. You need to know when to go all in, because this is not a strategy of endless patience. There is a moment when enough groundwork has been laid, when enough small wins have stacked up, when the edges are clear, and the center is finally exposed, and that is when you move with everything you have. Not before, not after. Right then. And when you do, it will look to everyone on the outside like it came out of nowhere. Yo, like you got lucky. Like some overnight success story. They will not see the years of quiet peripheral work. They will not see the converted frustrations. They will not see the silence. They will just see the result. That is exactly how it is supposed to look. So here is where you start tonight. Not with the biggest version of your goal. With the smallest edge of it. Find one thing you can actually win this week. One skill you can practice. One small area where you can make real progress without needing everything to be perfect yet. Win that. Then find the next edge. That is it. That is the whole strategy. The people who built the most, the ones who lasted. The ones who changed things, they were rarely the loudest. They were the most patient. They were the most strategic. And they understood something most people never figure out. That the move nobody sees coming is almost always the one that lands. Start small. Stay quiet. Keep building. The empire follows.